Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Charles with Snyder Marketing LLC, and this is the next episode of my personal brand. And today, I wanted to talk more about how I'm creating that future vision, my vivid vision, if you will, and give it a little more detail that I talked about in the very first video that I did. Now, over the weekend, I was writing the whole article that goes along with this, so let's dive right in. And as I was saying, this is more about fleshing that whole thing out and getting a little more specific so that you can understand, maybe even see it, feel it, hear it, what I'm talking about. This exciting vision that I've been having that has really just blossomed in my mind in the last couple months of just the sheer possibility and the awesomeness of where this is all going. The first thing I want to talk about is, like I said, I want to share this vision so that people can benefit by what we're doing. People are already benefiting from it. I want to help more people because this, it when I started this whole journey 5 years ago, a little over 5 years ago now, I was astounded by uh, the power, how empowering this can be, being able to basically write your own lunch ticket, if you will. Because, and I even talk about this, well, not so much talked about, but I've mentioned it in several other videos that I've done. And I even have it up on our main business page on Facebook. Is a U.S. Small Business Administration statistic that states that 66% of all businesses fail. And the number one reason is because of a lack of sales. And that has really stuck in the back of my mind because being an entrepreneur for the last 30 years, basically, I know that's true. I've failed at several businesses because I haven't had enough customers. So that is really just kind of like the backstory of how I got into all this. And I really stumbled upon a very empowering, very liberating experience when I started this journey of social media marketing, direct response marketing. And it is really, I, I just can't put into words how powerful this all is, that, I understand this concept and I want to share this with so many people. But that, that's the background of it. I want to get more into the exciting part of it. Now, just last week, I actually did my first marketing case study. Didn't do anything special with this. I've actually done dozens of these, but I've never actually published them. I've only gone as far as, actually doing the case study and then, send it to the relevant parties. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. Sometimes I've gotten business out of it. Sometimes I haven't heard anything. But I did one in particular last week. Nothing too particularly special about it other than I shared it with the people that I did it for, and then I published it. Now, this thing has blown up bigger than what I ever thought it would be because it has gotten a lot of attention, particularly from the actual owners of the business that I did the case study for. And if you're interested in that, check out BLM Construction and Remodeling LLC. It's a case study, the only case study that I've done, that I published, that is up on our agency website blog. So that's up there if you're interested in actually seeing that. So the response I got out of it is actually fairly positive. Like I said, I've had positive results before, but this one in particular is, I don't know. It's just, it feels special because I've never had this kind of response before where basically the office manager responded to me and said, Charles, we are reviewing your video. This is a pretty cool tool, and I like your boldness. We will be in touch. It's nothing, it's, they're not saying, hey, I'm going to throw money at you, but they appreciated what I did as far as creating the actual case study. And I provided information, I gave them some free tips and stuff that they can actually use to increase, improve their marketing. So the response from that is actually pretty great. I like that. So, and that's just a small taste of what I'm actually trying to create with like the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club, which is on pre-sale right now. I have a Black Friday sale coming up. I'm actually going to be announcing that, but after December 5th, the price is going up. But a lot of what I'm going to be doing, a lot of what we're going to be doing with the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club is teaching people about the aspects of some of the stuff that I did in that case study. So if you want to kind of see what I'm talking about, definitely check out that case study. If you're interested in learning how to do some of that stuff that I talk about in the case study, Marketing Ninja Weekly Kick Club at $5 a month is a freaking bargain. I pay over 10 grand a year to learn, to stay on top of stuff, as far as like, the changes with Facebook and other social media platforms such as Google, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, even starting to look a little bit at, get my toes wet with LinkedIn. But you don't have to spend 10 grand a year to learn some of these things that you can actually do on your own. It doesn't require a whole lot of expertise. It just, it's more a thing about just doing it. The little bit of information that you actually need is going to be provided there. Plus, the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club is all about providing you with access to peers within your industry or other industries to practice with. Just at $5 a month, it's a no-brainer. But one of the things that I've hinted at, and I'm trying not to, overpromise here. I actually want to underpromise and overdeliver. So I'm not letting the cat out of the bag just yet. All I'm saying is this is just the very first baby step that we're taking on a much larger journey. And the folks who end up opting into Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club, I'm hoping they're going to be along for the long haul, because not only are they going to be getting value every single week for $5 a month, they're also going to have access to basically everything we do first. So the next thing that we come up with, which is I'm telling you, this is going to be freaking huge. People are going to be just buying it up, and they're going to pay, I'm not going to do this next thing very cheaply. I can promise you that. But the folks that are in the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kick Club, because basically they're going to be like the founding members of this next steps, this program, I don't want to call it a program, but this vision, this movement, and they're going to be the ones who benefit the most. They're going to have the biggest discounts. They're going to have the first opportunities to check out all this stuff as we produce it. So enough said about that. And all I can really say is, I also produce some content. I started talking about one of the biggest benefits of the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club is inspiration. Now, that is one of the things that I'm actually been working at doing every single day. And I've been doing that for the past, I don't know, almost 2 months. Every single day, I'm adding inspiration to the group. Okay, not every single day. Sometimes Sundays, I don't add anything. But I try and share inspirational and motivational content within the Marketing Ninja group. And the only way you're going to get into the Marketing Ninja group now is to get into the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club. So is an exclusive group, and the from now until forever, the only way you're getting into it is through Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club. And I think I'm going to keep it exclusive to that. The other stuff, again, I don't want to overpromise. All I'm going to say is we have a lot of stuff coming up. Um, and the best way to benefit from it is getting in now, because after after December 5th, the price is going up. Number one. Number two, you're going to be behind a 8 ball. You're not going to have that fresh content that we're going to be putting out for those who are already in it right now. So enough said about that. And all I want to do is, basically just read the article, really, because I don't want to belabor this video too much. It took me a long time. It took me 3 days to write this article so I could organize my thoughts. And one of the reasons for that is because there's a fair amount of it that's actually built on our vivid vision that I wrote and published in January 2018. That document is due to be reviewed and renewed by the end of next year, by the end of 2020. By the end of 2020, probably in November or January of next year, November or December of next year, 2020, I'm going to be publishing the next version, 2023 version. So that's kind of why I really expanded on. That's why it took so long to write this actual article. And that's why this video is actually going to be as long as it is, because there's a lot of information in there that's touched upon briefly in the vivid vision, but it's not given a whole lot of definition. This article and this video is giving that first step. The Weekly Ninjas marketing, the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kick Club is one of those first steps that isn't really defined in the 2020 Vivid Vision. So that's one thing. Plus, there's additional links in there if you want to get into the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club. There's links in there, banners or something like that. You can click on there. It's $5 a month. Is what it is. There's no contracts. You can cancel whenever. But why would you want to? Once you're locked in at $5 a month, it will forever be $5 a month. But on December 5th or December 6th, it's going up in price. So then you'll be locked in at that price. It'll never be $5 again. I guarantee you it will never be $5 again. The prices are only going to go up because the content and the value that we're jamming into this is just incredible. But anyway, that isn't really defined in the 2020 Vivid Vision. So that's why I'm really defining it, really building it out now. And, I'm so excited to it. I'm like leaning into the mic and into the camera and everything else like that. So I apologize for my excitement, but I I just wish I had the words to really describe this reality that I see coming to fruition. Now, granted, I didn't always see that. I didn't see this exactly when I started back in January 2018 when I wrote my vivid vision. But this is the first step that really, it's really clicked. And I feel like this thing is on the verge of exploding. So I implore you, if anything else, it's just $5 a month to get in and get, be a part of this. It's going to be a tidal wave. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a tidal wave. I can feel it. I can see it starting to happen. And I want to bring you along with this. I don't know what else to tell you. But that's the biggest thing is. So you can, you got basically three choices at this point. You can sit back and watch what happens. You can stalk me, you can be a spectator. You can get involved, or you might be one of those people who just kind of like sits back and then all of a sudden one day you're like, what the hell happened? Why didn't I get into this sooner? So, and I say it more eloquently because in the actual article, but I don't want to insult your intelligence by sitting here and reading the article that I just wrote. So let me try that again. You keep doing what you're doing and ignore basically this gift I'm giving and hope that something changes by accident. It's never going to happen, but you can do that. That's an option. Some people choose that. You can keep stalking me. You can you can keep waiting. You can keep watching and wondering if any of this is actually going to work for you. I can tell you just even from my limited experience so far, in the last 5 years, this will work for virtually everybody, unless you're in like the porn industry or selling drugs. It probably won't work for that. Other than that, it will probably work for you. I can probably figure out how to work this for you. Or you can just become a part of the family for $5 a month. Like I said, Black Friday sale, price is going to go up December 6th. You can come along for the ride or you can watch good stuff happen. Now, if you want to come along for a ride, there's actually two ways you can actually do that. Like I mentioned a couple times, you can join the Marketing Ninja Weekly's Kick Club for $5 a month. You're along for the ride. Or you can hire us directly if you're interested, like the folks at BOM said, give us a call. Get in contact with us. You can hire us and we can start doing some of this, getting, or for lack of a better term, like my tagline says, we help you get more customers. You can hire us, we can get you more customers, or you can join the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kick Club. That's it. I'm excited. I'm trying to contain my excitement about this whole thing, but really, I mean, just the words or just a couple minutes of video just simply do not do this enough justice to, you know, I'll let you in on a secret. It's a little secret part that I don't really talk about, or I haven't talked about it at all just yet. But I'm telling you, I have this strong, vivid, clear picture in my mind of, for lack of a better term at this point, I'm going to call it the night of awesomeness. There's a stadium, a football stadium, 30,000 plus, packed, full of people cheering each other, the accomplishments of the group. Some of it's for me but it's not just about me. It's about the folks that are there celebrating their own successes, celebrating the successes of their peers. And I know this is going to happen. I don't know how I know it. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know it is going to happen. And I want you there. I want you to be part of that because it's kind of like I guess for lack of a better term, it's kind of like a cross between like a concert, a seminar, and a motivational night, and they're having a great time. They're learning, they're enjoying themselves, they're entertained. But the biggest thing is it's about empowering those people to have a better life. I don't know how we're going to get to that point. I don't know, what's going to draw that many people into. I'm not even sure how many freaking seats is in a football stadium. What is it, like 30,000, 50,000? That's a lot of freaking people. And I'm not sure how we're going to get to that part, but I'm very sure that it's going to happen. Again, I can't explain why, but it's there. I know it's going to happen. And I'm having, like I said, we're taking the first couple baby steps towards making that happen. And I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to get to that point. But getting to that point is the journey. The reason why everyone is a part of that is because of that journey. So I got to do the journey. And that's only just the beginning. That's just the beginning part of the really great part. It's only going to get greater from there. The greater is going to get greaterer. Anyway, I don't want to draw this out too much longer. This is already like one of the longest videos I've ever done. So I want to cut it off there, because I can talk about this for hours, because I'm so freaking excited about this. And I tried to talk to Anna about it a little bit. There's still a little bit of, she's still learning English. She got pretty good understanding of the basics. She's just not used to like slang, euphemism. Definitely not used to sarcasm. And she says I give her a nosebleed with all the stuff that I talk about, because when I start talking about it, I start talking fast. I'm getting, because I'm so excited. But I'm going to cut it off from there. I got to, I got to get this published. I got to get the article published. And there's a lot of other great stuff that I'm going to be working on for this week. I'm kind of behind the 8 ball on a couple other things because I've been working on this all freaking weekend. And just one last thing here. I almost pulled out the Vivid Vision and started rewriting it with some of the stuff that, I talk about or I cover in this article. But that's a project for next year. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make some notes so that it goes in there next year, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get tied up on doing that. The main focus is right now, number one, is getting back in. I'm going to touch base with BLM, see where those folks are at. I'm going to work on the marketing aspect of getting out the Black Friday super sale that we're doing with the Marketing Ninja Weekly Kicks Club for $5 a month. Get in there. And we'll go from there. So stay tuned. I'm going to have some more stuff coming out pretty soon, but that does it for me today. Take care. Love, peace, and chicken grease.